Hey yo pretty people, my name is LoyXP and welcome to Pocket Builds, where we build some small, pretty nice buildings and features for your own projects that can fit in your pocket. Today's build is this neat little Golemancer's hut that will definitely fit with your villager town. So let's take a closer look at it. To build this beauty, first we're gonna need a plot approximately 15 by 15 blocks, some mossy stone, mossy cobblestone, polished andesite, a pumpkin, some stone slabs, and of course a lot of sandstone and wooden planks. First, let's start with the golem that the house actually rests on. Now, the golem will be standing on one of his knees, like so. It doesn't really make sense for the entirety of his leg to be purely made out of a mossy stone, so please vary it to your own taste. Just make sure that all the legs look exactly, well, not really exactly, something like that. Then we're gonna connect the legs with a cobblestone wall, go one block higher, place a cobblestone slabs, something around here. This will be the base for his body. Now, the golems are usually made with pumpkins, pumpkins being something like the core that actually alivens the golem, so we'll put a jack-o'-lantern in here to make it look like the golem is actually still alive, still switched on and still walking. Now that the body is complete, let's add the head. First we're gonna place some stone like this, put one block outwards, make his half-closed eyes, and this block we will replace with another jack-o'-lantern, so we'll have additional lighting and so it actually looks like eyes. Now we're gonna cover it with a giant schnabel, being his nose, and of course we're gonna build the rest of his head, something like that. And one more block so his head resembles the villagers even more. Alright, next step, we're gonna step off 2 blocks from his schnabel, 1, 2, and put a stone block here. This will be his right shoulder. His left shoulder will be actually half broken off, and we'll put a cobblestone wall to represent some wiring and connectivity that kind of fell off around here. The left hand itself will be half buried in sand and to just be laying around somewhere here. Let's put some cobblestone walls on it to make it look like the thing is actually like used to be connected to him. Now his right hand will be in perfect shape, which is why we're gonna step to the onto the sand, onto the floor, make 1 2 by 2 by 3 cube and connect it with cobblestone walls. Now it will look like our golem is kneeling and actually allowing us to build the house itself on his shoulders. Alright, now the house itself won't need that much of material. You just need to gather some smooth sandstone, oak planks, and you'll be golden. Okay, first we want to step off from his eye, 1 block here, and make a 3 by 3 this kind of shape. Put an oak fence in between it, and this will be the smallest wall of the first story of the house. We actually need to raise it 1 block more and make it 5 wide, because 5 is exactly the length of our actual house. In fact, we can even remove this part of his head because it will be inside of the house and no one will ever see it. Okay, next we want to 1 2 3 4 5 put 5 blocks into this direction, make every side of the house basically 5 blocks, and of course put some kind of floor in there, just so it's easier for us to navigate inside. Now, one will argue that this looks pretty plain and pretty boring, and I would completely agree, which is why we get some oak wood slabs and put them in this fashion. Now, on this side we're gonna want to have a door, so we'll break this block and replace it with a plank. And of course, go all the way around, placing the half slabs. Now, all the walls should be done in this manner, simply because we will have one more bevel with the half slabs right around here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do this and just basically once again cover everything in the slabs. Go all around, and don't forget to raise the slabs half a block higher on top of the windows. It will kinda make it look more realistic. Alright, now for the second story that no one will really use. Let's put some regular sandstone in this kind of fashion. Put an oak wood planks in between, and yeah, we're pretty much done with this window. Except that we might want to put a wooden trapdoor inside. Now, some people prefer, I don't know, glass, some people prefer iron bars. I really prefer some wood trapdoors, simply because they kind of look more authentic, for the lack of a better word. And you can actually open them and jump out of the window, which is really fun. Now, we repeat this pattern on all the 4 sides. It's not gonna be too hard for you, I guess. Put all the oak wood planks. And now you will notice that the second story looks really plain compared to the original first story. And we're gonna fix it with some oak wood fences. We'll put them in the corner to create accents for our eye to catch onto. Put some full block planks in the corners and actually create the roof for the build. Going all around the thing, placing the blocks somehow in this manner. Now, we are building a desert build. And the desert is not exactly a place where it regularly rains, which means that the desert builds don't need to have really a triangle roof, because there's no water in the desert. There's no need to deflect that much of the water. It doesn't have to withstand hailing rainstorms, which is why we're making basically a really flat roof that kind of looks modern but doesn't really, because those kind of roofs actually are frequently used in the desert build. Alright, so one more thing that I suggest we do while we're at it is grab some oak fence gates and put some temporal blocks in this kind of manner. Then put the fence gates on it, put the oak fence, a full fence, on the very end of it, and lower the fence a couple blocks. Now, some might actually want to use iron bars for this purpose, just because they actually look more like a rope than the fences. And once you are done, once you feel like you reached the level that you wanted to reach, you put an redstone lamp that is admittedly a resource that I didn't mention, and you really don't have to do this. That's the thing here. You will be perfectly fine just placing a jack-o'-lantern around here, or maybe, I don't know, a sea lantern. What I mean is, we need some kind of light fixture around here, and I prefer my redstone lamps, especially since a person living in here is supposed to be a Golemancer, a person who can build golems and mechanisms, so redstone makes sense to be around. Finally, with the detailing, we want to put on some ladders, some stairs for our Golemancer to actually use whenever he actually wants to enter his own house. Now, let's see, oak. Quickly grab oak wood stairs and just, yeah, basically go nuts with it. We are interested actually in making those stairs look as light and as weightless as possible. In fact, this entire house should look weightless, simply because there's a golem holding it, and we don't want it to drop the house because it's too heavy. Now, to help the golem actually holding onto the house, we might actually want to grab some more oak fence and put them somewhere around here to create some additional supports. Those supports look lightweight enough for us to still visually assume that if this golem receives a comment that, alright golem, Alright, stone golem. We're moving out of here. We are done in this village. Let's go to a nearby one. He will just stand up and carry the house all the way to the neighbor village. Now, the last details that I suggest we do are actually some purely decorative things. We want to make this look lived in, which is why I suggest we grab some oak wood slabs and put them all around, just to create a vision, an illusion that somebody was constantly sewing the planks around here. Because, you know, when you sew a plank, you usually end up with a lot of leftover wood just laying around. Now, let's put a minecart with a chest around here. Maybe drop some dispensers and droppers, just to create an illusion that somebody who lives in here actually knows what he's doing with redstone. And I suggest we actually, if you feel luxurious, if you feel like you should do it, grab some iron blocks, put them in this T position, and put a pumpkin next to it. This will be the iron golem that somebody wanted to build, but didn't really quite feel like building today, so he kinda left him unfinished. And with all that in place, this is what we end up with. A nice Golemancer's hut that will most definitely look pretty awesome somewhere on the outskirts of your villager village or villager town, I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you think, and I really hope that you enjoyed this Let's Build with me. And yeah, I'm most open to your suggestions. If you got this idea, if you like this idea and want to try it for yourself, and you end up improving it, then please do tweet a screenshot of it at me. I'm on Twitter at ZloyXP, I'm easy to find. And yeah, this has been it for today. My name has been ZloyXP, this has been Pocket Builds. Please do leave a like if you enjoyed the episode, and do subscribe if you want to see more. As you can clearly see, we have a lot of new builds coming right at ya. Yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.